This video describes a 2 to 4 layer sign with an optional back layer and 3 illumination options. This is the view from the gazebo where we're going to hang the sign, and the sign is about 34 inches tall. Layer 1 is the main layer, and layer 2 is the outer band. And that's the bare minimum. Those 2 layers are required. And the outer band has to be directly on top of layer 1 because it forms the outline of the dragon. The back layer is optional, but it obscures the view, so it's not really necessary, but it can be used for an illumination effect, which we'll get to in a minute. And the back layer could be on standoffs, and those standoffs could be used for hanger attachment points. But without any standoffs, some hanger attachment loops will be required. But since we're going to add illumination, we probably will have standoffs, and we probably won't need hanger loops because we can use the standoffs as the hanger attachment points. The first illumination option is to add lights behind the outer band. And since we can't raise that outer band up off of layer 1 because it would mess up the outline of the dragon, we duplicate the outer band layer and elevate it with standoffs. I'm only showing 2 standoffs here, but there will be a few around the perimeter, but not too many. I would use 1/2 inch hex shaped standoffs with number 10 female threads. And I would experiment with different lengths of standoffs from 1/2 up to 2 inches to get the desired lighting effect. That depends on the height of the standoffs and the brightness of the LED strips. The LED strips go behind this elevated outer band like so. And these strips would probably start near one of the hanger attachment points so you can run the wires along the hanger. And you would use bendable zigzag LED strips, which are about 1/4 inch wide and about 1/2 inch between LEDs. And the zigzags allow you to bend them very sharply. So that's how you would add illumination under the duplicate outer band, which is elevated on standoffs. I added this little border around the G and around the bottom, so that little border would get illuminated and you would not have to have a back layer unless you want to. But there is a way to also illuminate the back layer, and that's why I'm showing the back layer in light gray or white, is because it could be illuminated with different colors by adding standoffs and lights behind layer 1. If I make layer 1 and 2 transparent, you could have lights on the back of layer 1 like so, and that would illuminate the back layer. And you could use either or both of those illumination options. The only thing is, if you have standoffs back to back on 2 different layers, then one set of standoffs will have to have male threads on one end. I would put the male threads through the middle layers, layer 1 and 2, and use screws to take the outer layers off and on to get the lights situated. And then if you illuminate the back layer, then you can change the color by changing the light color. And if you do illuminate the top and bottom, then you have a 2-tone light effect. and you can use these standoffs as hanger attachment points. But keep in mind, lighting is not as easy as it sounds, because it can be hard to get uniform lighting and brightness around all of the edges, depending on how you route the light strips and the characteristics of the light strips and the height of the standoffs. So it pays to experiment, because small changes can make big differences. But anyway, that's some of the ways this sign can be layered and illuminated. That's all for now.